Weekend train service from Boston to Cape Cod is here to stay. Town Council meets tonight. We have details about what's on the agenda, and the town will kick off festivities in honor of our 375th anniversary this Sunday. These stories on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Thursday, May 1st, 2014. I'm Sarah Mannel. The Cape Cod Regional Transit Authority is gearing up for another successful season for the Cape Flyer. The weekend train service from Boston to Cape Cod generated nearly $300,000 in revenue last year. Transportation Secretary Richard Davey says that success could not be ignored.
Tom and the CCRTA team came to the administration last year and made the pitch. And while I was somewhat convinced, I said, let's do a one-year pilot and see how it goes. And I'm here to tell you that the one-year pilot not only worked, but it was extraordinarily successful. And this administration believes it should no longer be a pilot, but it should be permanent. And that's what I'm here to announce today. Permanent seasonal service to the Cape. A couple folks I do want to acknowledge and thank in a minute, but has anyone heard of traffic down the Cape? None. Wow, it's amazing. It's like when I talk about the Big Dig in Boston, no one's ever heard of it. You know, there are a lot of strategies that we're trying to bring to bear across the state to move people around. And obviously, the Cape is a gem when it comes to tourism, not just in Massachusetts, but across the United States. And we have challenges moving people around, no doubt about it. And it's not only about building roads and bridges, but it's about moving people around the Commonwealth and into the Cape in other ways. And as Tom came to us and said, look, Rich, you have a third bridge already. It's a railroad bridge, and we need to use it. It's a totally underused asset. And hence why we've dedicated the time and the resources and the energy to make this happen. It was a wonderful success last year. I have no doubt it will continue to be a wonderful success into the future.
CCRTA Administrator Tom Kerr says that the Cape Flyer helps to reduce traffic problems and is a boon for tourism in our region.
There are actually hundreds of thousands of people that traverse the canal bridges every year, and we wanted to provide more options for people to get to the Cape without their cars. One of the first things we did here at the RTA was make sure that we had a robust and vibrant bus service in all 15 communities on the Cape. We extended fixed route service into Bourne and Sandwich, and we have a very successful DART service, daily dial-a-ride service that goes to all 15 towns. Because years ago, people used to say to me, you know, Tom, trains would make sense, but when I get to Hyannis, how do I get to where I need to go? So it was all part of the collaboration and the partnering. And we do have a very good bus service here now, and last year it was proven as folks would get off the train, immediately get onto a bus, go right to the steamship docks, go right to Highline docks, go right to any of the community towns. Intercity, Plymouth and Brockton would take people to the Lower Cape. So that was all part of the success we enjoyed. This year we're going to be starting on May 23rd, which is the Memorial Day weekend. And we're certain there'll be a lot of folks, based on the calls that have come in here over the last several months, that will be looking forward to riding the Cape Flyer again this year. Some of the unique amenities is the bike car that we have. We've worked very aggressively to reach out to the cycling community to invite people to Cape Cod to use our beautiful bicycling facilities, the Cape Cod Rail Trail and other bike facilities here on the Shining Sea up in Falmouth. So we've asked cycling folks to come bring their bikes down for either a day trip over the weekend, and that's been a very important part of our effort. And we've seen a consistent trend line in our in the increasing of the ridership. As the year went on, the more people learned about it, more people rode our train. This year we've got two new features that the Secretary and others have been helpful with. We have a stop planned in Wareham, Mass, which is in close proximity to Buzzards Bay, but it's a beautiful community and just off the Cape, Wareham. We're going to be stopping there on the Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday train. And also we have half price for seniors and disabled, which we did not have last year. We wanted to do a lot of things last year, but it was our inaugural pilot run, so we wanted to see how things went. This year we're going to have half price for seniors and disabled.
CEO of the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce, Wendy Northcross, says knowing the Cape Flyer is permanent will help her organization promote the service.
This is a significant piece of infrastructure that absolutely fuels our tourism economy. Last year on Cape Cod, direct spending, this is not with multiplier effect, direct spending from our visitor industry was in excess of $1 billion. That's just Cape Cod. So with amenities like this, we've already been promoting this overseas. We've been in Japan talking about the rail service. In 2 weeks, we're headed to the Chelsea Flower Show. We'll be talking about rail service. We're going to be in Paris later on in the spring talking about the rail service. I think I might. I think they like pink shirts over there. So, you know, it's great to know that this service is going to be permanent because then we can market it in very permanent ways as well. So thank you very much and congratulations, Tom. Because without this guy, I don't know what we would do for transportation on Cape Cod. We have to thank you all for your leadership. It's terrific.
This season's Cape Flyer service will begin May 22nd and will run through Labor Day. Town Council will continue work on the FY15 Capital Improvement Plan during its meeting tonight. Town Council President Jessica Rapp-Grissetti says they will be voting on several community services appropriations, as well as appropriations for the Public Works Department and the airport.
The highlights to bring forward is there's some work being proposed for the Veterans Park, not only for the park design and plan for that, but also the parking lot rehab. And I think we all see that parking lot needs some upgrading.
Definitely.
Yeah. Some of the public works departments, one in particular I know that has been talked about is the Payne Black House. There's $240,000 for the improvements to the Payne Black House, which is located on 149 and in West Barnstable. That would be put into that, and then another one for the Burgess House. Those are two historic houses within the town of Barnstable. Another one, of course, in the Public Works Department is the guardrail and sidewalk improvements, and these are ongoing plans and to improve our guardrails. As you go down some of our streets, you'll see some of the old concrete and metal roping or wiring, and that's degraded, and so over the years we'll be improving those.
Town Council will also consider proposed legislation that would allow the town to use public money to make repairs to qualifying private roads. Grissetti says it's an issue the Roads Committee has worked diligently on over the past few months.
Representative Turner would petition the General Court of the Commonwealth to enact special legislation for the maintenance improvements of private roads in the town of Barnstable. And as you know, we only with our public funds can we do very minor repairs on private roads if there's safety issues. But this would allow us to use public funds on private roads without taking the roads on roads that are heavily used by the public, connector roads, major feeder roads that pass over portions of private roads, which is kind of funny the way some of our road systems are set up over the old cow paths of Cape Cod.
Town Council meets tonight at 7 in the Town Hall hearing room. That meeting will air live right here on Channel 18. The town of Barnstable is turning 375 years old this year. A series of celebrations are planned to honor the rich history of our town. Events kick off this Sunday in Barnstable Village with a ceremony that will rededicate the town seal. The ceremony will be held at the bandstand at the Barnstable County Complex on Route 6A in Barnstable Village. It begins at 2 p.m. this Sunday, May 4th. You can visit barnstable375.com for more details. We'll be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we will learn more about the Nature Expo being held Saturday at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center. We'll also talk to Patty Machado, Director of Leisure Services, and we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannel.